For the latest Alien and Predator news updates, visit hybridnetworkyt.com. Hey, what's going on guys, Nick here with a new Predator video, and this one I want to go back to the old videos I was making last year where I kind of was more speculatory and talking about things that I'd personally like to see happen in future films or characters that I think might be able to come back or just kind of stuff like that, you know, wild theories and things. And with this video I was actually inspired by a couple of older Predator stories. One of them being 1718, which is where you saw the pistol, the flintlock, that was given to Greyback in the second film, then subsequently given to Danny Glover's character Harrigan. And I always thought that story was very interesting. It was kind of like a story about pirates in the early 1700s that I thought was really cool because it kind of dropped the Predator into a scenario that didn't have modern weaponry. Funny enough, apparently Jim and John Thomas, who were responsible for creating the Predator franchise with their script, they were actually working on a script idea kind of similar to this, and it just never got off the ground. I think they were working on it in the 1990s. Another thing that I got inspired by to make this video was the new Predator anthology novel coming out very soon called If It Bleeds, and that's going to have a bunch of different stories in it, which is going to have one where Predator stalks prey in 12th century Japan, 9th century Viking Norway, World War I, Vietnam, the American Civil War, Hurricane Katrina, just very different stories and stuff. And I wanted to pose the question in this video, could we actually see Predator films set in different time periods like this? Because it's certainly something that's been explored in the extended media and, you know, the expanded universe, I guess you could call it, of novels and comics, and I think that personally the Predator character really lends itself great to this concept because it's just sort of this primal hunter that has existed and can exist for thousands of years. You know, you see the elders and the stories and things like that, and it's just like a character that theoretically you could put in any type of time period or scenario and they just can adapt to it immediately. You know, it is very similar to Xenomorphs, I think, in that regard too. Specifically, the Yacha hunters really could adapt to any kind of storyline, and I think it would be very interesting to see a film, for instance, say in World War I with the Predator, or in the 9th century Viking Norway, or in 12th century Japan, because it's funny, a lot of inspiration for the Predators and their armor and all that kind of stuff was actually inspired by Japanese samurai. So just, you know, seeing crossovers and stories like this I think would be very interesting and a really cool kind of change of pace for a film. But what do you guys think about this? Do you think that this could actually work in a film? I think it could also be relatively low budget if they did it too. I mean, we've also seen, there was another great fan film, I don't know if you guys have seen it, it's called Predator Dark Ages, where I think that was kind of a similar thing. You know, there was a hunter going around during the night's time, the Dark Ages, and that was interesting and it actually was pretty good overall, you know. So I think that definitely Fox has a gold mine here that if they want to, they could exploit for quite a long time with spin-offs and sequels and all kinds of stuff. But leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. Do you guys think it's a good idea or is it a bad idea? As always, thank you all for watching. My name is Nick, and for more on the Alien and Predator universe, subscribe to Hybrid Network.